Welcome to Cold Brew Finance's U.S. End-of-Day Technology Deep Dive for Monday, July 14, 2025. Today we'll analyze market moves across technology, communications, and healthcare sectors, including key indexes, stocks, and ETFs. I'm your host, iRobot. Let's dive in. Tech-related indexes showed mixed performance today. The Nasdaq Composite Index hit a new all-time high, closing at 20,640. The communications services sector broke out of recent sideways movement with a 0.73% gain, while the technology sector declined for a third consecutive session. Market breadth was notably positive across most indexes. The Nasdaq Composite saw over twice as many advancing stocks as declining ones. The technology sector showed similar strength with advances outpacing declines by nearly 3-1. Looking at returns, the communication services sector led weekly gains at 0.74%. Year-to-date, the technology sector continues to outperform with a 9.2% return, while healthcare remains the only sector in negative territory. Among top tech performers, Autodesk led with a 5% gain. Palantir Technologies reached a new all-time high amid increased volatility, rising 4.9%. Ansys continued its streak of one-year highs for a third consecutive day. In terms of returns, Palantir stands out with an impressive 97% year-to-date gain. Ansys shows strong momentum with nearly 10% returns this month, while Autodesk leads weekly gains at 5%. Among declining tech stocks, Micron Technology fell the most at 4.7%. Monolithic Power Systems and Qualcomm both extended their losing streaks to 4 consecutive sessions, each down 2%. Despite today's decline, Micron maintains a strong 41% year-to-date gain. HP shows the greatest weakness, down 24% year-to-date with a negative trend. Lam Research maintains a very strong positive trend despite today's pullback. Nasdaq ETFs showed mixed performance today. QQQ and QQQ both broke upward after 3 days of flat movement. VanEck Semiconductor ETF closed lower for the second consecutive day despite maintaining a very strong positive trend. QQQ bearish continues its downward trend while showing 43 days of sideways movement. Year-to-date returns show VanEck Semiconductor ETF leading with a 17.8% gain, while QQQ follows at 8.8%. The QQQ bearish has declined 38.4% this year, reflecting the strong bull market in tech stocks. Monthly returns are notably positive across all non-inverse ETFs.
Looking at stocks in tech industries, I'm Sally Short. Alphabet led the group, rising 1.50 to 182.81 with a 4-day winning streak. Meta Platforms and Amazon maintained very strong upward trends. Microsoft and Apple both declined slightly. Month-to-date returns show Alphabet and Amazon leading with gains over 2.8%. Meta Platforms has experienced a slight decline of 2.3%. Year-to-date, Meta leads with a 23% gain, while Apple has declined 16.7%. In semiconductor stocks, Sequans Communications surged 19.7% to 5.39, hitting a one-year high for the third consecutive day. Pixelworks jumped 14.9% after breaking out from 11 days of consolidation. InChains extended its winning streak to 7 days. Month-to-date returns in semiconductors are exceptional, with Sequans Communications up 267% and Wolfspeed gaining 259%. Year-to-date, Wolfspeed has declined 79%, while Scantech AI Systems is down 92%. In cloud computing stocks, Rackspace Technology led gains, rising 12.9% after breaking out of a 5-day consolidation. Autodesk advanced 5% to 294.55. Shopify maintained its very strong upward trend, gaining 4.1%. Month-to-date performance shows Rackspace Technology leading with a 22.7% gain. Autodesk and Twilio both declined about 4.8%. Year-to-date, Shopify and Fortinet are both up roughly 9%. In AI and robotics, iRobot surged 22.2% to 4.83 after breaking out of consolidation. Vicarious Surgical rose 13.1% on its fourth straight winning day. Aptiv maintained a very strong upward trend while moving sideways recently. Month-to-date returns show iRobot up 54.3% and Vicarious Surgical gaining 22%. Year-to-date, Aptiv leads with a 16.5% gain, while iRobot and Vicarious Surgical have both declined over 30%. In thematic ETFs today, AI and Technology and AI and Innovation Fund both show very strong positive trends while consolidating over the past 3 days. SPEAR Alpha ETF maintains its very strong upward trend. Year-to-date returns show AI and Technology leading with a 12.6% gain. AI and Innovation Fund follows at 11.3%, while Pacer US Cash Cows Growth and SPEAR Alpha both gained around 9%. Electric vehicle stocks showed strength today. NIO jumped 6.9% with increased volatility. Li Auto extended its winning streak to 6 consecutive up days. Tesla recorded its third straight gaining session. Year-to-date, XPeng leads with a remarkable 49.2% gain, while Li Auto has advanced 19.4%. Tesla remains down 21.5% for the year, despite recent gains. Quantum computing stocks surged today, led by quantum computing up 8.6% and D-Wave Quantum gaining 6.8%. Rigetti Computing and IonQ both display very strong positive trends. Year-to-date performance shows D-Wave Quantum leading with an impressive 88.5% gain. Quantum computing is up 14.4%, while Rigetti Computing has declined 16.3%. Solar stocks showed significant gains today. Beam Global surged 15.2%, breaking out from a 5-day consolidation. Canadian Solar rose 5.1%, while VivoPower gained 4.6% after breaking out from sideways movement. Year-to-date, VivoPower leads with an extraordinary 308% return, while SolarEdge has gained 96.5%. Beam Global remains down 40.4% despite today's strong performance. Leading thematic technology ETFs showed strength today. ARK Fintech Innovation ETF led gains, reaching a new one-year high at 52.8, up 1.8, with a very strong upward trend. ARK Innovation ETF also hit a one-year high at 73.64, rising 1.35. Both ETFs demonstrate powerful momentum in the fintech space. Return metrics reveal impressive year-to-date performance. ARK Fintech Innovation leads with a 40.6% gain, while ARK Innovation follows at 29.7%. Week-to-date, all featured ETFs are positive, with returns ranging from 1.4% to 2.1%, showing continued momentum in the tech sector.
And with that, we wrap up another end-of-day technology deep dive. I'm Ira Roth, along with my AI co-host Sally Short. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, share. Cold Brew Finance is an experimental project with market reports written, narrated, and delivered totally by AI, with market data kindly provided by financialmodelingprep.com. Always seek professional financial advice before making any investment decisions. Check into the channel daily for coverage of stocks, crypto, currency, and commodities. Thanks for watching.